And hello, Shock fans, your beloved Rip, the full-blown freak show, the soldier of the inverted cross, here for a special review, Rip's Robot Mode review special. My birthday is done. I've gotten all my presents, and now it's time to start reviewing them. And the first up is one I was very excited to get, and I've been waiting for a long time. The Combiner Wars Leader Class G1 Megatron. Now the sword's the one that came with Motor Master because I got a spare Motor Master for my birthday. Because I think the G1 Megatron had a sword. Not sure, it might have been the Takara release of him. But still, looks great with him, and it's massive. Size. Now to me he doesn't scale well with anything. I just bought him. I just wanted him because he was G1 Megatron. But he actually doesn't scale that well with everyone else. Like the voice actor for Thundercracker passed away. I found out yesterday. Man, rest in peace, man. Loved Thundercracker. It was awesome. I know he did a lot of other voices, and he did the voice of Cut, but I'll always remember him as Thundercracker. And see, this Megatron's like really big. Articulation-wise, or first of all, head sculpt. Wow. I'm really happy that Hasbro actually painted the details and actually used silver paint instead of the gray plastic that they used for Prime Megatron. Now, proper transformation tells you to take these and fold these. Let me take them together like that. That pretty much eliminates his waist swivel. So I actually like to open them just a bit like this. The hinge keeps them there. Like I said, head sculpt is great. My only gripe is the rubber treads and the fact that that's because he's a gun. So I get that. The legs seem a little weak, but I mean they're not bad by any means. But anything else with this guy? He's got this joint. His joints here are really weird, as many people have said. Not bad, really. Decent. The head is on a swivel. It can look, and also has a hinge to look that far down, that far up. Can turn all the way around, all the possibility you'd want. Shoulders can go. That's as far. That's how they go in. But they can go. There's where the joint gets really weird. I wish they could have done something different about that. I usually leave it one click out. The fusion can't. The wrist, also the wrist swivel. The elbow bends that much, 90 degrees pretty much, and it can bend straight down. And basically what you can do with this is put it straight on his arm, but then he loses his elbow articulation. And if you rotate it around, it's where you can fire the missile from it, and you can extend it for tank mode. I really like it the other way around because that's more of the fusion cannon end, and it has the silver paint. And it's on a hinge to bring it up like this, so he can actually bend his elbow. As I said, he has wrist swivels. This arm has a little more motion in it because more freely because the cannon isn't on it. My only gripe with the arms here is this bit that goes down to cover his hand for transformation mode. If you look at it head on like this, you can clearly see through it. That's my only rule complaint. The waist swivel, if you do what I've done and leave the backing open, so that the crotch pieces on his side here can move out of the way. His legs can go about that far forward. I don't think this crotch plate opens forward. No, just goes down. They can go about that far forward, that far back, depending on. I mean, if you slide up this, you can get more out of it, and then slide it back down like that. That can go as long as you lift this up. His side skirt, he can kick all the way up. I like to put the legs about 2 clicks out like this. Knees are not much. That's all about you're going to get out of them. That's another downside for the figure. Nothing horrible, but there's no ankle articulation. This swivels and moves up like this for transformation. Let me get him in a good pose, and I will give you my thoughts on this. A lot of people wanted this one, and I don't blame them because it is the G1 Megatron, and it's the best official one they've given us. I guess I don't have Masterpiece Megatron, but from what I've seen of it, it looks really fragile and crappy. And until they give us a proper one, then I'd say this is the way to go. Especially if you can get the sword that comes with. Oh, also I didn't say this, but with a Motormaster sword, but also he has like a little bit of in and out movement there for transformation. I would highly suggest this guy. I mean, even if you just get it in box, leave it in the box, because it looks nice, and I've got it displayed with my Fall of Cybertron Soundwave because it's not perfect scale, but he comes a little bit closer to being in scale with Megatron. He also came with a little gun, but it doesn't look right, and I gave it to Motormaster and gave the sword to Megatron. See how he stands for you guys for stability. He's a pretty stable figure. I will say that much. Oh, I'm sorry. Hit my camera. He's a very stable figure, and he's worth the price. Not worth what gougers are asking, but I mean, heck, if you wanted to make a custom out of this, the torso and the head are perfect. Dead on Megatron. Love this figure, and I'm glad to have it. I'm really glad Hasbro actually gave us this, because I never thought we'd get a proper G1 Megatron. I mean, I didn't hate the Classics one, but this is just way better. And there's a lot of upgrade kits coming out for this. I might get one later on if the prices like go on clearance or sale. But until then, this guy's going to be hanging out on my Xbox with Odin, with Mewtwo, with Derpy, and with a few other figures. So until next time, this has been your beloved Soldier of the Inverted Cross, Rip, the Full-Blown Freak Show, signing off. Farewell.